So today we're going to review three different center channels here. We have your basic entry level, like Best Buy sort of, home theater in a box. Not so great, not so much better than your TV sound, but it will do if you're willing to drop $300-400 on it. Or you could spend a little bit more and go with like an Energy CC100, or if you want to spend a little more, you could go with like a Speakercraft Monitor 1 series. They all have their own benefits to them. I mean, this guy will obviously have a little bit better sound than a TV. That's kind of subject to, debate. But anyways, these definitely will add to your home theater system. I personally actually don't really run a center channel. I usually like to run like a 4.2. I'm a little weird like that. If you want to hear why, you can actually watch one of Z Reviews videos. He'll tell you all about it. But yeah, we have a little Bluetooth Rockville amplifier, and we're gonna, show you a clip of all these playing and everything. Rockville actually did a pretty good job of rebuilding this thing. There's a lot of these out on the market that are just absolute junk. They hum, they're terrible, but as you can hear, it's nothing playing right now. That's max volume. You hear nothing coming out of these speakers at all, and they're actually connected and everything. So Rockville did a good job of remanufacturing this guy, and I got it for a really good deal. It was like $160 or something like that. So yeah, you're gonna hear some sound clips and everything, and it'll be a fun time. Starting from left to right, we have your basic home theater in a box center channel. It's the Polk Audio RM Series 2. These were very odd. They were supposed to be like a rock exterior kind of cabinet. They're pretty heavy for what they are, but it gives you a basic enhancement over your TV sound. To the right of it is the Energy CC100. It is a more intermediate entry-level center channel speaker. It's just a two-way. You got your 1-inch dome tweeter and then two 5 1/4s with 2 ports on the back. Pretty standard. I mean, standard power handling, 100-125 watts. Nothing more than that for sure. And then to your right, you have more of your intermediate to, I guess, pro audio for home theater center channels, and that's a Speakercraft Monitor 1 series. It's part of the LCR series they sell. It's a dual 6.5 with a pivotal mid-range tweeter combo, so it's a 3-way. You can actually change how that is oriented. Oh yeah, I could speak. You can either go, up, down, left, right. It actually completely turns too. Chaz will demonstrate real quick for you. You just completely change it, which is very unique to it. And we actually had the back off of it and saw the crossover network, and it was pretty substantial. But we're gonna give you some sound tests with some good old royalty-free music. Thank you, YouTube, for all that. For starters, we have just the Polk Audio hooked up. That's the RM Series 2 again. And we'll just play this track for you. So as you can hear, it's not too much bass. Definitely better than a TV, obviously. You get a little bit of mid-bass above probably 120 hertz, nothing really below it. And you get the separation between a tweeter and the mid-range, where with the TV it's usually just some weird, oval full-range driver in a terrible plastic cabinet. So definitely an upgrade, but nothing like what we're about to hear next, which will be the Energy speaker. As you can hear with this center channel, you definitely get a lot richer sound, a lot more coverage of the sound spectrum. You don't really get too much more separation. The tweeter in this is obviously a lot higher quality than the one in the Polk, so you will hear more detail and a lot more sparkle and kind of just that sound you're really looking for when it comes to the high-end driver, where the Polk Audio ones to some people may sound a little muddy. This one definitely does not sound like that at all. But now we're going to go hook up the Speakercraft, and we're going to see just how different that is compared to your two-way intermediate / beginner entry-level center channel speaker. Alright, so now we're going to listen to the Speakercraft. We'll play the same track yet again, and you can hopefully hear the difference. Okay, so with the Speakercraft, you can actually hear quite the difference in separation between the tweeter, mid-range, and main drivers. It just sounds a bit smoother. You can't really hear the separation too much, where if you were to pull up like a spectrum analyzer for listening purposes, you could see that there'd be probably a little dip between where the crossover is on the energy speaker between the tweeter and the main driver, where the Speakercraft, since it's a three-way, it's going to have less of a dip, more of a smooth smooth transition. Oh, we're going to have to edit that one out. But overall, I mean, Speakercraft definitely sounds probably the best. The Energy, though, is a close competitor for how much it costs compared to the Speakercraft. The amplifier we used is a Bluetooth hybrid tube amplifier. It's made by Rockville. I know they're kind of under fire right now, which is a little hilarious, but they actually make quite a decent tube amplifier, tube hybrid amplifier, I should say, before too many people get mad. But yeah, so this has been a comparison between 3 center channel speakers that are all equally affordable in terms of what you want. You just want your basic entry level, something better than your TV. You can get the the whole home theater in a box type center channel that you'll get with typical Polk or Onkyo or all those little mini sets. Where if you actually go into the next step up, you're going to actually have to most of the time individually buy your speakers.
Can't buy them in a box all together.
Yeah, not really. I mean, they do sell some 5.1 sets that are all matching and everything. There are a few people that do that, but for the most part, these kind of speakers you're going to obtain used or have to go to the store and buy them individually. But yeah, so that's been our little comparison here, just to give you a little sound test of these center channels.